Hi guys, my name is Mike, and in this video I want to talk about one of the most underrated, undervalued and underused features of the game, and that is select fire or single firing mode. Basically what you're doing is, instead of firing in short bursts, you switch your firing mode on your weapon and fire in single shots. And most people will tell you that you don't need to do that, you know, just burst fire for medium and long range and you're good to go. But in my opinion, this is not the case. Firing in single shots is a lot more effective for ranges over 20, 25, 30 meters, and I'm going to show you in this video why this is the case. I'm going to start with a few examples to illustrate my case a bit more clearly. So this is Carg Island, Scar H. This is about 200 meters, I'd say. So one magazine, you take out two people on two snipers at around 200 meters. No way you can do that with firing in short bursts. Another example here, AS-Val, huge drop off on the silencer there, but every shot hits the same spot on single firing mode. Another example here, G3A3 on Operation Metro Conquest. One magazine, 21 bullets, 4 guys at around 80 to 100 meters. Again, no way you can do that with firing in short bursts. And finally, another example here, AKS-74U, a gun you wouldn't associate with counter sniping, but this is the case if you switch to single firing mode. Okay, so what is it that makes firing in single shots a lot more effective than firing in short bursts? I don't want to get into too much detail, too much technical detail, but the least I need to do is explain how ADS spread works. Now, ADS spread is a value that determines how much a single bullet fired from your weapon is going to deviate from the target that you're aiming at in the absence of recoil. So ADS spread does not include recoil in its calculation. It's just if you fire a single shot, how much that will deviate from the point that you're aiming at on your screen. So basically, ADS spread value of 0 means that the shot is going to hit the exact same spot. Now, weapons with 0 ADS spread are bolt action sniper rifles and the AS-Val. Now, the higher the value, the less accurate the weapon. So let's say the G3A3 has ADS spread value of 0.1. Most of the assault rifles like the AN-94, the AUG and stuff like that have 0.2. AK 0.3. I think the Scar H is 0.3. Other weapons like the MTAR, for instance, I think it's 0.5, and most of the LMGs are around that area, 0.5, so highly inaccurate weapons. But what most people don't understand is that there's a penalty for using your weapon in full auto, and that is a 0.1 ADS increase per bullet, which means that if you're firing in 3-round bursts, let's say G3A3 in 3-round bursts, that first round is going to have an ADS spread of 0.1, second one 0.2, third one 0.3, and so on and so forth. So you see how you can turn a highly accurate weapon like the G3A3 into an AK in just firing in 3-round bursts. But if you're firing your weapon in single shot, you're basically allowing your weapon to settle every time you're firing a shot. So every time you shoot your gun, it has the same ADS spread, same recoil, same everything. It's basically a lot more effective especially for ranges around 30, 40 meters. A lot more effective than firing in bursts. You conserve ammo, you're a lot more accurate, you make every bullet count. And one of my favorite weapons to do that with is the G3A3. I use it on single shot exclusively. I never use it to full auto. Another weapon I like to use is the Scar H. I use it on semi-auto 90% of the time. Very rarely do I switch to full auto. Only if I'm really close with someone and I know somebody's around the corner, I'll switch to full auto and back to semi-auto. And G3A3 and Scar H are weapons that I don't use a foregrip with. It's a heavy barrel without a foregrip. Basically, you don't need a foregrip with weapons like that because they have very little side-to-side recoil. So using a foregrip on those weapons is basically just a waste. And I like the Scar H especially for a big open maps like Caspian Border and Carg Island. It's basically definitely my go-to guns for those kind of maps. Another engineer weapon, not engineer, all-around weapon that I use for the engineer class is the AS-Val. Again, extremely accurate at long ranges. You need to calculate that bullet drop-off, but for anything around 30-40 meters, you've switched to single auto, single fire. It's just a beast of a weapon. And surprisingly, the last weapon I want to show off here, guys, is the AKS-74U. I don't know what makes this gun so special with heavy barrel, but it's extremely accurate. Every single bullet hits the target most of the times, and it's a highly underrated weapon. You see here on Cargill and how you can take out people from a very long distance. So basically that was it for this video, guys. Using your weapons on single firing mode, I think it's very important. I suggest you try it out and let me know how it goes. That's it from me. Take care. Bye.